The 8 parts of speech. All the words in the English language can be organized into groups according to the roles they play in a sentence. We call these groups parts of speech. Knowing how words function helps us to construct sentences. Words are generally categorized into one of 8 groups. In this lesson, we'll take a look at the 8 parts of speech. Here are the 8 parts of speech. We'll start with nouns. Nouns are naming words. They name people, places, animals, objects, and concepts. For example, Dan visited England, and Caitlin wasn't going to let fear stop her. In the first sentence, the words Dan and England are nouns. In the second sentence, Caitlin and fear are nouns. There are 2 types of nouns: common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns name generic things. Proper nouns, on the other hand, name specific things. Proper nouns need capital letters. In our 2 sentences, we have 1 common noun and 3 proper nouns. England refers to a specific country, and Dan and Caitlin refer to specific people. The next part of speech is pronouns. Pronouns take the place of nouns. Pronouns include words such as he, she, it, and they. For example, Mark kicked the ball over the fence. He went to look for it. The word he has been used in the second sentence to replace the word Mark, and it replaces the word ball. Pronouns are used to avoid repetition and to make the sentences sound less clunky. The next part of speech is adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. Take this sentence: the nervous driver navigated the icy roads. Nervous describes the driver, and the word icy describes the roads. Nervous and icy are adjectives. Articles, that is, words such as a, an, and the, are often classified as adjectives. Now let's move on to verbs. Verbs describe actions and can be generally categorized into one of the following groups: action verbs such as climb, reach, and follow; speaking verbs like shout, mumble, and whisper; thinking or feeling verbs like love, wish, and remember; and linking verbs, also known as relating verbs, such as is, am, and are. Linking verbs don't express an action, rather they link a noun to a state of being. For example, she is happy, or they are friendly. Next up are adverbs. Whereas adjectives describe nouns, adverbs provide more information about verbs. There are different types of adverbs. Here are a few. Adverbs of place describe where an action takes place. For example, she looked everywhere for her glasses. Adverbs of manner describe how an action happens. For example, he drove slowly down the road. Adverbs of degree describe the intensity or extent to which something happens. For example, I really love cooking. Adverbs of frequency describe how often an action happens. An example: the children argued often. Note that as well as describing verbs, adverbs can describe adjectives and they can describe other adverbs. Here is an example of each. Dale is very clever. The adverb very gives more information about the adjective clever. The movie starts fairly soon. The adverb fairly gives more information about the adverb soon. Now for prepositions. Prepositions are positioning words. They position actions and objects in terms of direction, location, time, and space. Here are some examples. We walk from the shops to the bus. The dog sleeps in her kennel. I had coffee before class. Dad put a cover over the car. From, to, in, before, and over are prepositions. The next part of speech is conjunctions. Conjunctions act like glue in a sentence. They join parts of sentences together. There are different types of conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions join words, phrases, and clauses that are grammatically equal to one another. The most common coordinating conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Here are some examples of coordinating conjunctions in use. He swims and he plays guitar. She wants to watch a movie, but he wants to read. Some conjunctions are subordinating conjunctions. Whereas coordinating conjunctions join parts of sentences that are grammatically equal, subordinating conjunctions join dependent clauses to independent clauses. Dependent clauses cannot stand alone. They depend on an independent clause. Some examples of subordinating conjunctions are although, whenever, unless, because, and whereas. Here are two sentences that use subordinating conjunctions. I took an umbrella with me because it looked like it would rain. Although it was late, he decided to watch a movie. Finally, we have interjections. Interjections express emotions such as annoyance, relief, pain, or surprise. Interjections usually stand alone and are independent from other parts of speech. Some examples of interjections include, ouch, that hurt. Oh, I don't really know. Wow, what a catch. Ouch, oh, and wow are examples of interjections.
Please join us to learn more things about English.